The price of the Turbo token is like a roller coaster. We go sharply up, then we crash by 90%, then we go up again. Let's have a look at some on-chain metrics to see who's buying here, who's selling here. Is this retail that continues to adopt? Is this manipulation by the whales? Let's dive deep into the data. So we are currently at 0.6 cents. And today is a great day. We are up 40%. This week we are up by 67%. But here's a first taste of that roller coaster ride. This month we are barely up. And initially when the token launched, we saw a crash of 97%. But then on the flip side, since we have seen this massive turnaround since October of this year, we are up by almost 9,000%. So what exactly caused this turnaround? Who bought over here? Let's first look on chain. Let's have a look at the number of retail investors versus whale investors. On the left, we see the number of wallets that have at least 150,000 tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. So that's what I'd consider retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. That's now a minimum holding of $10,000 at current prices. On the right, we've got the whales. That's a minimum holding on chain of at least $100,000. Isn't it interesting how different those charts look? Retail bought in quite massively since beginning of the year. The number of whales though did not increase. So does this mean that turnaround was 100% driven by retail? I actually don't think so. And here are two reasons for this. Here's reason number one. Currently, most of the tokens are held by centralized exchanges, by Uphold, by OKX, by Gate.io, BitGet, Maxi, Crypto.com, etc. The largest holders are centralized exchanges. The trading volume tells pretty much the exact same story. Most trading happens on OKX and BitGet. We've also got Gate.io and HTX and Maxi. And there's also a thriving perpetual futures market. So the market with bets on the price, usually with leverage. And so the big question is, where is actually now price discovery happening? Is this on chain or is this on the centralized exchanges? I believe it's on the centralized exchanges because let's just have a look at how much capital there is of the Turbo token on the centralized exchanges versus on chain. So on chain, we've got a liquidity pool with 3.1 million. Half of that is the Turbo token. The other half is wrapped Ethereum. Let's have a look at how much this Uphold wallet is holding. So here we go. The wallet has in total 277 million and 61 million of that is the Turbo token. So 1.5 million on chain, 61 million off chain. And that's only one of many centralized exchanges. The nature of trading of the Turbo token has changed massively during its existence. Initially, we had mainly on-chain trading. Now the large capital isn't doing anything on chain anymore. It all moved off-chain into black boxes where we can't really track the statistics. And so I believe it's very likely that we're going to see some price manipulation going forward. If everybody bets on rising prices, then probably the price will crash and vice versa. Of course, centralized exchanges want to maximize liquidation fees. The OKXs and BitGets and Maxis of this world hold a lot of the token. So the token is unlikely going to crash, but volatility, I believe, is pretty likely. So in case we see a sudden crash in Turbo again, it might make sense to buy. Now the price is of course very high, so it is a bit of a dangerous game. I don't have a crystal ball either, right? I don't know where things are going. This is all now in a black box, but I'm waiting for a dip in order to buy. Overall, I believe crypto is somewhat bullish again, so it does make sense to look out for opportunities, but simply be aware that there's professional market makers behind the Turbo token now, right? So you're not just playing against a random other retail investor, you're playing against the big guys. So don't take 5x leverage on Turbo. That's probably going to wreck you, at least in aggregate, right? The market makers move the price in the direction that's in aggregate for most people the least beneficial. If you've got Telegram, I'd be very happy to see you joining our channel. The link is down below. It's 100% free. Looking very much forward to chatting with you over there. Cheers.